Welcome, everybody, to Catfish Weekly, presented by Whistleware Apparel, along with Cindy and Doc. I'm Lyle, and we have a good one tonight, Doc.
Yes, we do. We got Steve Douglas in the studio with us. Welcome, Steve.
Hey, guys.
We are going to get on with the Catfish Conference is about to commence, and we're going to find out everything we need to know, and we're going to get all the questions that everybody has for Steve answered tonight with all the information and all the stuff. It's weather's looking good. I hear that it's going to be really nice down there during the conference time, so it ought to be a great event. It always is, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Yep. We're 11 days, 12 hours, 28 minutes, and 30 seconds away from it.
Wow. Down to the nitty gritty, ain't you?
Yep.
I hope everybody's excited about it.
I know I am.
That's pretty much what everybody's talking about every time you get on the computer. There's Michael and Terry Littlejohn. Welcome, you guys. Glad to see you watch the show. I've said this before, and I believe it with my heart, that this is the single biggest event in catfishing that's off the water. That you don't fish it.
Right.
It is a huge event. The last 2 years have been absolutely off the charts, and I see no reason for this to be any different unless it's just that much bigger than it has been before.
Well, I'm hoping we got a good crowd. We've been promoting it very well. Last year, I think we had about 3,500 people come through there, and it was pretty tight then. This is probably going to be the last year at this location. We've tried to move it this year, but we just couldn't find the proper location. But next year, we're going to have to find something bigger. But we've got a lot of vendors coming in this year. We've got some new vendors. I can't think of them all right off the top of my head, but we've got, I think, Offshore Tackle is one of them, isn't it?
Yes,
Yep.
they are.
Yeah.
Great company to deal with. Some real Bruce and Nick are great guys, and I'm anxious for them to be down there. We're going to try to get in their booth and do a little bit of stuff with them guys. They're really going to be great for the sport of catfishing, and all the we got to welcome all these new companies that come into our sport and make them feel at home so that they want to stay and promote the sport as we all do.
Exactly.
I saw a post on Facebook tonight. Remember the lady that had the bait netting? She's coming back. She made a post.
Big Vic's bait netting. Yeah.
Yeah. She made a post. Yeah. She was fired up last year. She couldn't believe the crowd and everything.
Yeah, she's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be a really good time, and Tim with Whisker Sticks done a live deal late last night, and a bunch of guys was watching it, and I kind of was doing it with some other stuff, and he went over a bunch of the stuff of where people's going to be set up, and the little deal with all the YouTube guys afterwards, and then the fishing thing that they're doing on the bank and stuff. That's all great for this event, and just keeps people more interested and more people want to come back for the next one.
Right. Well, I hope their little outing goes good and it's not real cold for them.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be too cold for me.
Yeah, it's going to be too cold for me too.
Yeah.
I ain't as young as I used to be. It's not as hardcore as I once was.
No, I like that warm weather. It used to be winter was my favorite time of year, and now it's my least favorite of all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do not like the cold anymore.
Yeah, but we got a lot of things going on. We got a lot of good speakers this year.
Oh, you do. You got a bang up list of guys doing seminars.
Yeah. Yeah. Right off the top of my head, like I say, I'm not on my normal computer right now, so I can't get on and look at where I need to look. But
we can help you out.
We can help you out.
That's right.
But I know John Jameson's one of them, and if anybody knows John, he's been around longer than me, longer than Lyle probably.
Yeah.
And he does a lot with in-fishermen. He's done a lot of tournaments in the past and done a lot of the Cabela's. Just all around great guy for the sport, and he's got a lot of knowledge. And I think he's going to be talking about early spring blue cats and maybe some bumping. drifting and bumping like the Missouri River and such.
Mm-hmm.
Walking baits.
And then we got old Jeff Dodd, and if anybody don't know him, man, he's a character. He's just
Old,
fun to talk
old
to.
sad daddy.
Yeah. He's just a ball to even talk to. You know, he's a good storyteller. So he'll keep you on the edge of your seat. And let's see, we got Dave Hart. Dave is a tournament angler. He's going to be talking about live well, proper live well, and fish keeping.
Handling of the fish.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Dave's out of Ohio, right here in the Buckeye State with me.
Yeah. Dave's a good guy. One guy I'm going to touch on, fellas, and the only reason I got him in here, he is a bass guy, but he's on Lowrance's pro staff, and he's a Lowrance instructor. His name is Eddie Good, and he's a professional bass fisherman. But he goes around and gives seminars on how to fine tune your side imaging and things like that. We're going to have him kind of in a separate wing for guys that want to do anything with their Lowrance depth finders, the side.
Cool.
And actually, he even said if you bring your unit in, he can give you a free upgrade, software upgrades. That makes sense, Doc?
Yeah. Yeah. They're always doing software upgrades on it, and some people have a lot of trouble with the new software upgrades. So
he'll be bringing units in, and he'll be going over them and give you that free upgrade. He's going to be like a 10 o'clock. But don't get just because he's a bass guy doesn't mean that he doesn't know what he's doing. He's an ace on these Lowrance depth finders.
that's how those guys are making their living.
If he's an instructor, he's got it going on. So
you
want to know about depth finders and your settings and how to do this or that, that's the guy you want in there.
Yep.
Yeah. He's going to fine tune everything for you. This, one-on-one, it's going to be a small class, I'd say. We should have something on the internet on the Catfish Conference site real soon. Everybody's been kind of sick here lately. I'm kind of getting over the flu. My wife's got the flu. Hervé was sick out last week. So we're running a little bit behind, but we'll have something on the internet where you can register to take that class, and it's free for everyone that wants to take it.
That's good. We do have a question, Steve. Joshua Broderick wants to know if the seminars are going to be recorded where you put them on YouTube again this year.
Yeah, they're always recorded.
That's
and you
great.
can always go back to the Catfish Conference YouTube channel and look at last year's stuff. Even the first year, Carl Morris Jr.'s got a real good seminar that I think a lot of people missed. But you can go back and watch them, James Patterson, all the previous.
Our own Doc Lang. I watch them all the time. I honest to God, I still go back. And Carl is his seminar is one of the best of all. Not that any one of them hasn't been great, but Carl's was really good.
Yeah. But then who else we got? I'm trying to think.
Chris Souders.
Chris Souders. He's going to be speaking on Sunday with flathead presentations. Any of you guys out there like flatheads? Chris is pretty ace on them flatheads. So check him out on Sunday. And then, of course, we got #1 team in the nation in my book.
Yep, Bass and Gills.
They probably are the #1 team.
Bass and Gale. They're going to be talking about tournament strategies and winning combinations, what it takes to win these tournaments. Who else we got? I'm missing one, I think. And I hate to.
Crash.
Yeah, Crash from the Mud.
Sorry,
Crash. Yeah. I really am. I'm winging this here, man. Like I say, we're just moving into our new place, and I don't even have my right computer. So, but Crash is going to be talking about the industry in general, the industry trends, what we can look forward to in the future, what's happening. It's probably going to get into some of the politics of the catfishing industry a little bit. There is some friction between rod and reel guys and these diddy pole guys, but everybody needs to live to learn to like one another. Like I say, Crash and them, they do those diddy poles, but they don't keep those fish. You know,
No.
they do it for the fun of it and throw them back just like we do.
Yep. There's some guys wanting to know if you have anybody from Hummingbird going to be there, Steve.
Last year, I think that Fuzzy guy was there. I'm not real privy on the Hummingbird, but he should still be there again this year.
That'd be great.
But I don't know that he's doing any kind of seminar or anything like Lawrence is.
If he could be there and answer questions, that'd be a great help to all the bird guys.
Yeah. Yeah, next year we're really going to concentrate on some of the high-profile vendors such as Minn Kota, Hummingbird, the trolling motor people, and get some. We'll have a larger facility then, so you know we'll get some of the bigger boys in there next year.
That's awesome. You know, before we get on to other things, I would like to mention that Blaine Crash is an outstanding speaker. He's very knowledgeable about catch and release. He's extremely knowledgeable about alternative methods. He is one of the greatest advocates for the sport of catfishing because he's so well spoken and he's up to date with regulations and what we need.
Yes, sir.
More regulations put in effect. If you guys get a chance, you really need to listen to what Blaine has to say, simply because he is working for the catfishermen no matter what facet of the sport you're in. He's your guy. And you couldn't get a better guy to talk about trending than Blaine. It's just the way it is.
And on a side note, that guy has got an amazing voice when it comes to singing.
He does.
Oh, yeah.
He does.
Yeah, he's just a real talent everywhere. You know, I seen him do some stuff. He showed me some personal videos he did of some commercials that he did for some of his sponsors, and they were kind of like prank commercials. But he can pull stuff off the cuff just like that. I mean, he does a very good job at speaking for sure.
Yep. He's a real good guy, as the rest of them are too. I just think the world, all them guys. We was fortunate enough to spend an evening up there and a day with them for their grand opening here last year, and we absolutely had a blast. We had the best sitting in front of their garage having beverages the night before that opened was about as much fun as we have out in front of the motels at the big events we go to, Steve.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So that just gives you an idea of how much fun it is.
No, guys, this is what Doc is drinking pure leaf tea tonight. How about that?
Oh, my God.
Luke would be proud of me, wouldn't he?
Luke would be so proud of you.
You guys are pounding me in the chat.
Oh, man. Boomer says Crash smells good. What's he doing that close to him? Boomer, what's the matter with you, son? And we got Boomer going to be on here one of these days. We're going to be going over some stuff for Lake of the Ozarks, and I promise you, he won't be close enough he can smell me. He might smell Blaine, but we're going to pass on that. But he'll be
all right. Now, before they get started, hey, Steve, give me a number from 1 to 5.
5.
Number 5 it is. We're going to spin that wheel.
2, 3, 4, and 5. We have 288 people tonight, and the winner is Ron King from Quincy, Illinois. I forgot what was that, Doc?
It is.
And
it's
Ron,
on the opposite shoulder.
Ron wins a featured story about himself and his catfishing experiences with Catfish Now magazine. Ron, if you will contact Ron Presley, he will hook you up and do a great story about all your fishing adventures. And I know everybody's anxious to see that. Ron does a really good job.
Good deal.
Can you see that all right, Doc?
Yes, sir.
I didn't zero in real good tonight. I had other things I was doing, but it is what it is. Ron King. Ron doesn't sign up every week, so I'm glad that he won. That'll be really cool. All right, you guys with them questions for Steve, now is the time. Get them on in there. Let's get things figured out.
Here's one. Steve, I can't remember who said it, but they want to know if you're going to have plenty of rod holders at the.
Well, I thought I had plenty last year, but I run out. But I'm gonna have some rod holders. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, now, Steve, I know we talked about this a little earlier before the show started, but I got to know, how are you getting all this stuff done? I know that you're doing all this stuff with that new building you got and building rod holders and shipping stuff. And man, how you doing all?
24/7 job right now. I'm, unfortunately, I'm making a couple people mad because I can't get their stuff out quick enough, but we're trying to balance remodeling, moving, working. I ain't doing no fishing, so they can't blame that. But we're going to move our manufacturing facility tomorrow over here. We moved our personal over here 2 nights ago, and my other place is 25 miles from where I am now. So it should start leveling out a little bit soon. But I have had some good help. I've got some YouTube buddies that have come down for the last 3 months, and they'll spend the night, a couple nights.
Wow.
They'll do framing for me and drywall and electrical and anything I need them to do. Build benches.
That's awesome.
And that guy's known as the regular dude on YouTube. John Null, huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Chad Milk would like to know if you have any more of the green and black 4533s.
Nope. But once I get moved into this facility and lined out again, I'll bring the green back. But right now, that's just so hard to do because that green is like real translucent. And it takes a double dip. And
I love mine.
Dieter Melhorn has joined the chat, folks. I know some of you was saying, "Where's Dieter? Where's Dieter?" Dieter has arrived.
Okay, another question. Will the I just lost it here. Do you have to have cash or can they use their debit cards at the conference?
Well, we took debit cards last year. I mean, cash is always good, but I'd say this day and age, most people will take a credit card. I know we will.
Are you bringing bases?
For sale.
For sale.
Bring a what?
Bases?
Yeah. Okay. Several different bases. How
about cutting boards?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make a bunch of those too. I don't have any bases yet for those cutting boards, but I got a bunch of the cutting boards I'm gonna bring. And nets. We got 2 size nets.
Now, are there's I hear all these special deals that's going to be down there. Are you going to be doing any dealings, or are you just going to be happy to be there?
Well, I'm going to be happy to be there, but we're going to give some kind of a little discount, show discount.
Good. Rob Ellis says, bring more dip necks this year.
Yeah.
Seems to me like he needs to go ahead and put his order in now.
Yeah.
And pick it up when he's down there. And I know where he's coming from because you sold out of everything last year. Cindy and I had both been by your booth and we wanted a cutting board. And by the time we finally got around to get over, hell, you've been out for hours.
Yeah. Yeah. It was when people come to buy down there, the first year we did this, I didn't expect that. I just, was trying to showcase my products, but people actually got mad because I didn't have nothing for sale.
Well, and it's sad that they get mad, but when you don't know what to expect and you take everything that you think that you're going to need, and like Jerry Klein did the first year, they was sold out in hours.
Yeah.
They had a whole nother day to go. And when things like that take place, there's really nothing you can do about it. It's good for everybody that they sell. And I remember talking to the Big Cat Fever guys and John Adams last year, and they both had banner years last year.
Yeah.
They sold everything they had. I hope it happens for everybody again this year. And I actually see no reason why they won't. Catfish Clothing says they will accept cash and cards.
Yeah.
Let's see. A Trey Stroop on here wants to know, what if I already paid for the conference before it was free? Are refunds available?
He should have got a refund back on that. But if not, he can contact the Catfish Conference, and we'll take care of that.
Okay. And somebody wants to know, are you bringing your monster rods?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Can they pre-order?
They want to know if they can pre-order stuff, Steve. And Joe Depew says he needs anchors.
I'm bringing a few anchors too.
We're going to have you fixed up by the time you get there, buddy.
Yeah. Well, here's my dilemma, guys. I'm in the middle of a move, so the pre-order is probably not going to work for me. I mean, I'm going to have a lot of stuff down there, so just try to get there Saturday early as you can. I'm going to be working 24/7 for the next, I don't even when this thing is. When is it? How many days I got left? 10 days?
You got 11 days.
11 days?
Yeah.
I'm going to be working 24/7 probably for the next 11 days just to, have stuff down there.
Yeah. You got 11 days, 12 hours, 8 minutes, and 4 seconds to go.
Yeah.
Matt Moore, we are supposed to be there doing shows both days at the conference, and we'll look forward to seeing everybody down there.
And we're going to we may do some of the shows. If we've got the Wi-Fi, we're going to try to do some of the shows from some of the booths. We're going to go around and try to do that.
Yeah, we'd like to sit down with Steve down there face to face and do a show. We'd like to do one out of Offshore Tackle's booth and several others, actually.
Yeah. I think you should have pretty good Wi-Fi down there.
Yes, they do them on their phones, Cindy.
Yeah.
Whisker Stick says they have 1,500 extra batteries for sale this year. That's a bunch of batteries.
True.
Yeah.
Will there be parking for full rigs? I'm assuming they're talking about boats and trucks.
Yeah, there was quite a bit of parking because some of the guys brought trailers in and they had them around on the back side where that overhead door is at.
Right. There might be a little bit of room in there, but I wouldn't think there's going to be a lot, for 20 or 30 boats to be brought in there.
Mike, if you want a cutting board, and when I get down there, you better be sure and remind me a lot closer to the day than today. I'll be glad to do it, but I'll never remember it between now and then.
And you can take that to the bank because last year he was talking about buying some drifting bags, and he never did go and get them.
Nope, they got them packed up. By the time I remember,
Yep.
I ended up having to call them, and they mailed them to me. First come, first serve on the Wickster Stick lights. So you guys want them, you better jump in there early Saturday. I know everybody sold out last year, and they sold out the year before, and they're probably going to sell out this year, which comes to the point, Steve, is how much is it going to take before people don't sell out everything they take?
I don't know. I mean, this thing gets bigger and bigger every year. So,
That's a good thing.
I'm just unbelievably excited about how, the very first one we went to, it was down at Jeff Jones Marine in their shop.
In their facility.
And out front we was in the showroom where we set up and done our shows from.
Yeah.
Cat Fever was over by the door, and it's just crazy how busy that place was. And I mean, they was running in and out of there. I know some guys opened the door to unload stuff early that morning, and people just
bam, they were in there.
Yeah. And this year or last year, it was the same way. It was just rocking and rolling from the time the doors opened until they closed every night.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to be that way again. So it is. I understand the point you was making about a bigger facility to do this at. But how much stuff are you going to have to take before you don't run out? That's the crazy part. I mean, these guys are taking more and more every year, and they still running out.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we get a bigger place next year. We'll have 5,000-6,000 people coming in, and that's everybody comes to buy. They're stocking
up
for spring
exactly
spring fishing and action.
Well, especially on rods, when you talk about the shipping on rods, they can go right there and they save money on shipping on rods.
Yeah,
Well,
the nets are the same way. Nets are ridiculous to ship.
Oh, I
Yeah.
bet.
Sometimes a net will cost me $40.
Wow.
That net.
Yeah. Fat Boy Dan, yes, parking is free there.
Is there a published schedule for the seminar yet? Or seminars?
Should be this week.
Okay.
Should be the times and dates, everything this week.
And we got a message to make sure and thank Steve for the tickets. And thank you for everybody's free entry into the conference.
Yep. I want to see everybody come on in there and have some fun.
Well, heck yeah. I mean, that's a big deal, you know, to take care of everybody's entry to an event of this size. That's a huge deal.
Yes, it's going to be a huge deal in the pocketbook, but it's worth it. We just like to see all the guys come in there and chat with one another, and it's just it draws people from all over the United States. You never know who you're going to meet in there.
That's for sure.
Yeah,
and it's just a lot of fun, and like I say, it's good for the sport.
It is, and it's at the correct time of the year because everybody's sitting around wishing they was fishing anyhow.
Yeah. And like I say, the new this year is that YouTube rally we're going to do. And that's just really to introduce everybody that has a YouTube channel to YouTube. And, some of the veterans of YouTube could probably help some of the new guys in, how they're doing with their channel.
He didn't get you in the leg, did he?
No.
Holy crap.
Yeah, they're in a new place.
Yeah, I'm sure. Indiana Hunter, Heath, my buddy, you're not going to get Doc and I out on that ice with you. I don't care what you do. It ain't going to happen.
No, not going to happen.
Nope. Especially with it warming up. That ice is getting thinner by the day.
Yes, it is. It won't be long. Doc's going to be out on the water.
But
I will have a boat underneath of him.
That is correct. No desire for that. I don't know. Steve, you ever do any ice fishing?
No, I never have. I'm not real fond of standing on ice and hearing it crack.
Me either. I ain't doing it. They can't make me. I'll just wait till it warms up and get the boat and be happy as can be.
Yeah. I'd like just getting my boat. I haven't been in my boat since November, I guess.
Wow. That's unusual.
That boat, especially for wintertime. It's got that full enclosure and the heaters and windshield wipers.
Where is the good food at the conference?
Well, we should have some more catfish there. But there is a restaurant, a steakhouse, within the conference in there. Now, it's probably going to be a little pricey, but the food was good. I ate there last year.
It was good. It really was. Thanks, everybody, for the thumbs up. We appreciate it. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, if you subscribe to the channel, then you can get in on the chat room here. And speaking of chat room, I think it's about time that we select a winner in the chat room.
Okay.
Give me a number, Steve.
3.
Number 3 it is. 1, 2, 3. And the winner is Chad Henson.
Chad Henson.
Chad, get with me on Catfish Weekly. Give me your name and the address, and I'll get something to you. And it's sponsored by Offshore Tackle.
Outstanding.
All right, let's see. Let's get some more questions here.
Well, they're going so fast, Doc.
I know. I'm trying to keep up. YouTube rally is from 6 to 8 p.m. Have you got a location on that yet, Steve?
It's probably going to be right there where the seminars are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll be shut down. It'll be right there where the seminars are. Like I say, that's just going to be let all the YouTubers, maybe if somebody wants to collaborate with some videos that night, do interviews. A lot of us will be there to, help some others if they, because there's a thing right now. If they don't have 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 hours of stuff, they're losing their monetization.
And what is that?
The money that they earn from YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, Steve, if they're dependent on what they make off the YouTube channel, the average guy, they're just beating their head against the wall because it doesn't amount to anything anyhow.
No, not much, but every bit, little bit helps, I guess. But everybody wants to grow their YouTube channel, but you've got to get your own. You got to get your own audience. Your audience will come to you. I seen a thing the other day about some guys were complaining about they weren't on a top 30 YouTube thing from some blog post. It was just a random blog post that named the top 30, and it got a few guys upset about things. But just do your own thing and do it for the right reasons. Don't try to be making money on it. And I like to do it to show people and help people. I don't make very much money on YouTube anymore anyway. They've changed a lot of stuff, but YouTube's good for building a brand. So use it as a tool.
That's right. You do your stuff correctly and for the right reason, good things will happen to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've looked at a couple of these guys' channels, and I can see some things that they could probably do better to get better views. But that's all about the YouTube rally. If they want to come in there and kind of talk about it, we can. Some of the older veterans can help them grow their channel a little bit more.
How long do you think that will be it for that?
How long?
Yeah, how long do you think that YouTube thing will last there at the conference?
Excuse me. I'm getting over the flu. Ooh, that's not good. Couple hours.
It ought to be a great time. There's a bunch of guys going to be in there, a bunch of YouTube guys. And if people are wanting to meet those guys or ask them questions, that's a perfect opportunity to do so.
Yes, sir. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, it's good time to do it.
James Dockery says it's Dieter's hair that made him watch his live streams. Oh, baby.
What's the hours for the conference, Steve? What's the hours for the conference?
Excuse me. 8 o'clock to 6 o'clock Friday.
8 to 6.
On Friday?
Saturday.
Right? And
Just
then Sunday is what?
Well, you really.
Let's see. It's 9 to 4 on Sunday.
9 to 4, okay.
Shoot, I'm terrible.
Yeah, we're all getting echo in here. We noticed it.
Yeah, Steve, can you turn your volume down just a touch? See if that'll help us.
We still live?
We're still live. I don't know where
Okay.
Steve went. He must have got knocked off.
Oh, you hit the wrong button.
Yep, probably said. Just caught
Okay.
I'm watching Steve cough. Hey, I remember here a week or two ago, I was going through that when we was trying.
Oh, remember when I had it?
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
It's terrible. That's bad stuff now. And
Yeah.
From what I was told, and I don't remember who, it might have been Cindy, somebody, that there's several strains of that stuff this year, and what treats one of them may or may not work for the next one. So, Kenny McClure, thank you so much. Doc, he wants to give away some sinkers while Steve is getting healed up.
Okay. That we want to do it for the guys in chat, or do we want to?
Let Kenny choose. Kenny, you want to give them away to the guys in chat or the guys that's signed up on our giveaway?
Wait for him to come back.
Yeah. I take that flu shot every year, guys. Pneumonia shot, flu shot. If they've got something to prevent me from getting sick and they think it'll work, I'm all over it.
Yeah, and as you get older, you need that.
That's exactly right. That is exactly right. I don't miss none of that.
Where's he at? Clint, chat is fine. Okay, so it's going to be the chat.
There you go.
All right, so let's see. Give me a number, Lyle.
Let's say 4.
All right, 4 it is. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the winner is Matt Mataya. Matt Mataya. I don't know if I said that right or not.
Spell the last name.
Mataya.
Man, that chat is rolling.
Hey, come back, guys.
Hey, welcome back,
Okay.
Steve. Had a couple of guys thought we was going to have a seance for you while you was gone.
Oh, man, this flu ain't nothing to mess with, guys.
Oh, I know. I had it. Ooh, I had it for 3 weeks.
We've all had a bunch of it. And, well, all of us has had a touch of it. So,
All right, Matt. So, Matt, get a hold of Kenny and get your sinkers. And again, Kenneth, thanks so much for supporting us here on Catfish Weekly.
well, it means so much. You know, Kenny has donated sinkers for what, Doc? The last couple months, every week.
Yeah, he jumps right in here and
he just does it because
it.
he likes the sport, and we appreciate what he does for us so much. There's no way that we can thank him enough because he don't have to do it. He just does it because he wants to, and that's the kind of people we have in our sport.
Yep. Good deal.
It's awesome. All right, Steve's back with us, guys. Start them questions up. Let's have them.
Yeah, I'll stay as long as I can, as long as I ain't choking. Whew.
Well, hey, man, I understand.
Yeah.
Like I say, we've all went through some of that. It wasn't but 2 or 3 weeks ago I had it real bad. And to tell you the truth, Steve, the sad part about it is it hangs on forever, man.
Yeah, you just can't get rid of it. And guys in the chat, you don't have to worry about the lag. I grab all the names in the chat and I run them through our random.org. So you can be lagged by 10 minutes. It doesn't make any difference now.
Right.
It's something new that we tried, and it's working out a lot better.
Yep. If you're in the chat, your name's in the drawing, period.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just
we got you.
Yep. And Doc figured that out, and I'm so glad that he did.
Yeah, because it was tough keeping up with all of them in there, especially when they rolled it like they did.
Steve, Nick wants to know how much are your rod holders, but you have several prices on rod holders, don't you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anywhere from $12 to $21.
Terry, what kind of face mask are you asking about?
Chad Henson wants to know, Steve, what method of fishing is your most productive on rivers?
I like drifting quite a bit. Suspend drifting.
You like complainer boards too, don't you?
Well, that's suspend drifting for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a controlled suspend drift.
Yeah, but it's awesome technique.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, ever since I found planer boards, I won't drift without them.
Flu preventive masks. That's what they're talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, you get that many people, somebody's going to have something, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. And It doesn't matter. I'm still coming.
Boat representatives. Who you got, Steve?
I think there's Sea Arc and G3, and I think there might be XL right there. That's the three dealers that are the three boats that I know Jeff Jones carries.
Okay.
I definitely know Sea Arc's going to be there. They're the title sponsor.
PD Fishing wants to know, I want to know, does Steve remember his first catfish ever?
My first catfish ever? Yeah, I do remember it. I was about 4th grade. There's a little 5-pound channel cat.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I do remember that. Now, the one that hooked me on big fish was on the Cumberland River in about 2002, something like that, when I revisited catfishing. I didn't know catfish got that big. I always, fished small rivers and such, but I hit my first 20-pound blue and it was over with.
Yeah.
That's right. Dan wants to know if the Mud Bums is bringing their boat again this year.
No, I don't think they're bringing their boat.
Okay.
But they'll have a lot of gear. They've actually got 2 booths this year. They got their Mud Bum booth, and then they've got their rail splitter rods.
Steve, what's your personal best flathead?
Around 57.
57. Great fish.
Not big enough.
No, they're never big enough.
How much for the net, Steve?
The HD80s we're going to sell for $99. They're normally $119. And the 150s we're going to sell, I think, for $129. They're like 149 piece now.
There's some bargains for you, fellas. Need that stuff, be sure and look Steve up, because that's a deal on nets and stuff for the quality that he has.
Yeah, our nets are specially made for a large catfish. My HD80 will handle up to 80-pound fish comfortably. And it's got a 43-inch net. And the HD 150 will handle a fish up to 150 if you're lucky enough to catch one. And it's got a 48-inch deep net. And it's got the mushroom bottom in it. So when you lift the fish up, it's not all crimped up with a cone bottom like most nets are.
That's a hydro net, right?
Say it one more time.
That's the hydro net?
Yeah, hydro web.
Yeah. Okay.
Peeling Drag Catfishing wants to know if you make 10-foot monster rods.
Not yet, but that is a possibility for next season, along with spinning rods.
I think I got him, didn't I, Dave? Isn't he gone now?
Yeah.
We had a hammer in there.
Yeah.
I had to put the hammer on him.
I
want to mention this to all you guys in the chat. This chat goes by really, really fast. So if I don't see that, or Cindy don't see them guys, or Doc don't see them, let us know so we can eliminate them. We don't need them on our show. We don't need them on our sport. We want nothing to do with them guys, and we want to eliminate them as quickly as we can. So thanks for watching.
Kenny McClure wants to know, are Clearboard going to be at the conference?
Yes.
Mid-South Outdoor says, Steve, bring every net that you have.
Yeah, we're my booth last year kind of caused a traffic jam back there in the corner, so I've moved myself along with Tangling with Catfish and the Trophy Ridge Planer Board back in the cubby hole. If y'all remember, anybody was there last year, remember that.
That's back for
the main thoroughfare
where the stream bait tank guy was.
Bait tank
I put myself back in there, and I'll have Chocola is going to be back there with us too. My main guy from Chocola, everybody knows I love that chocolate drink. So,
who?
And but yeah, there'll be a pretty good little show going on back in that alcove back there this year.
And I think we're on the corner, aren't we?
I think you're right on the corner of that.
Yeah, I think we're on the corner right there. So that'll be good.
How about medium action and light action cat rods?
Well, Tangling Catfish is going to have their whisker whips there. Those are the medium action, I do believe.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate all that.
Thanks, Get Slime Catfishing. Appreciate it.
I know it's Danny Cal and another guy done that earlier. We appreciate it very much.
Yep.
Muddy River Catfishing. I still have one Chocola left from last year in the freezer.
Oh.
Mike
on them, man.
Mike Poza wants to know, when are we going to see a monster planer board?
Soon. It was going to happen for this one, but like I say, I had an opportunity to buy this property this year, and that set a lot of things back.
Yeah.
Marty Gerloff has joined the show. Welcome, Marty.
Hey, all right. So before these guys start hammering me, give me a number from 1 to 5 again, Steve.
Let's go with 2.
Number 2 it is.
Now, Doc, Marty, and Savannah and Tony are leaving tomorrow for Tawakoni.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. Man.
Am I spinning or are you doing it?
No, you're doing it.
1, 2, and the winner is Joshua Broderick. And let's see what Joshua wins. Whiskerware Apparel. Joshua, if you will contact Rob or Chelsea at Whiskerware Apparel, they will get you a shirt, hat, or something to that effect right out. And thanks for watching Catfish Weekly. I know you're in the chat. And thanks for playing the RigRap prize wheel game. Cindy's got that spinning figured out, ain't she, Doc?
Yeah.
You don't have near as much problems with that thing as I did.
I'm a woman.
Whatever. Holy crap. Here we go.
She got you that time.
I would like for her to turn the camera on that computer and join us in the show. That way when she does something wrong, everybody can see it instead of just me and you. Who says you do anything wrong? I'm just going to leave that lay there. Not going to bother that at all.
No, I won't touch it.
Oh, man. Heck yeah, Marty. You guys have a safe trip down there. There's a lot of people going to be traveling to that tournament. Y'all drive careful. I think all the ice is gone from our area, but there may be some out there. So everybody needs to no, Mike, I'm not opening that door. No. But you guys be careful on that. It's a long way to Texas, and it'd be a great time. They've been catching some giant fish down there on Tawakoni. So
yes,
it'll be a lot of fun.
Dustin, yes. Steve said he was going to have cutting boards. I don't know how much they are. He said he's going to run a special.
Good
We're
deal.
going to have over 69.
What's that?
$69
For the cutting?
For the cutting board.
Wow. That's cheap enough. You guys need to get on with that.
Southwest Rider Outdoors wants to know, Steve, where did you get your logo decals that are on your truck?
I got that from Uptown Graphics in Upton, Kentucky. He does a lot of the bass, all the Bass Federation boats and trucks.
Okay.
And
That's a wrap, isn't it?
wrap.
Yeah.
Brian Wagner, there is no parking fee at the convention. What is the parking fee at the convention center? Isn't that across from the hotel? The convention center?
Yeah. Yeah, but that's not where he needs to come in the hotel parking lot, not the convention.
Somebody just put, what is the parking fee at the, I know the parking area last year got pretty packed there on Saturday.
Now next year, guys, if you know the area, The Crown Plaza is on one side of the road, but then the huge convention center is on the opposite side of the road. Now that's where you'll have to come in and pay for parking and all that. But that's just kind of the beast that we'll have to deal with next year to expand the Catfish Conference.
Well, that's what you have to do sometimes. Crankenstein 33 wants to know when Steve's next video is coming out.
Well, if everything goes right, I'm going to get to go fishing with my buddy Chris Flores the day after the conference. So we'll have a video there, hopefully.
I watched a Chris Flores video yesterday afternoon. They was fishing in what appeared to be a creek with some structure in it, and had his son out there building some rock forts and stuff. It was pretty interesting. I watched him for quite some time. Pretty good show.
Yeah. You never know what you're going to see, Chris.
Nope. I'm glad to see he keeps his family involved with his videos, though.
Yeah, I was pretty excited to go out there and visit with him last year.
I'll bet, yeah.
Do they have adult beverages? Yes, they do. There's a bar.
They are there. Correct.
Yep.
Cindy and I might make our way to that bar at some point, unless we can find a swimming pool together around. Did you catch my question, Doc?
Oh, no,
I did, because I did not.
Nope, I missed it. What did you say, Kenny? I mean, this thing is running by here so quick.
Yes, we still got 170 guys in here. Hope we can clear up the info on the Mad Jack. I was really hoping to fish it. 777 outdoors. Have you had time to work on that at all?
Well, it depends on what one they're talking about. I had, and I need to make an announcement for that. I just haven't had time. But the Captain Mad Jack's Taylorsville event will happen. It's going to be August 3rd and 4th at Taylorsville Lake. The other one that I was going to do, I might have to wait to 2019 on that one because, like I said, I had an opportunity to purchase this property, and I spent about $70,000 doing that, where I was going to spend that money on the invitational that I was going to do for Captain Mad Jack's. So that's out the door, but I'm kind of glad it is anyway because that date was on the same date your all's tournament was on.
Correct. Yeah, and that's and there would still been a great turnout for you at your tournament, but if you do it just right, maybe I can make some of them things.
Yeah. But the August 3rd would be a great one for you to come out and visit. That's another big gathering for YouTube people, and it was a nice tournament. Even though the guys didn't catch much fish last year, they had a great time and want to come back.
Yeah, you guys had some really good video shot down there.
Mm-hmm.
The Captain Mad Jack's tournament is open to the public. Is that correct?
It's open to the public. We'll have a shore fishing contest again, along with the boat anglers.
Okay.
But again, that's going to be on August 3rd and 4th at Taylorsville Lake.
Okay, we'll need to make sure we keep that updated so we can keep people abreast of what's going on with there.
Yeah, and it's a night tournament too.
All right, that was Kenny's question, I think, Doc.
I think so.
It's so hard to keep up with all these. I don't know how you guys do it. I've tried to watch it a little bit tonight. I actually am not getting very many questions on Facebook tonight, which makes it so much easier for me. There is some stuff going on in there, but not like normal.
Well, I probably ain't a real good guest tonight because I'm sick. And I do apologize to everybody.
Well, you know what? We'll take you tonight, just sick or not sick, just so we get. I did get a message from Carl Wells. What were you talking about with the spammers on the show? Carl, what they do is they get in there and make derogatory comments in our chat. And as soon as we see them, somebody eliminates them from the chat where they can't come back and do it again. We don't need that. We don't want it, and we're not going to tolerate it. And I hope everybody appreciates that because, we're going to miss some once in a while. That's just, we do. But as soon as we see them, we try to get rid of them. Yeah, James, you're right. There is a lot of people that's sick in chat too. I guarantee it. They all ain't healthy. There's too many of them in there. But that's what we're doing with those the spammers that get in there and they sneak in. And we got preventive measures, but we can't keep them all out. We just can't.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it is.
Jade Smith wants to know. Let's see. Steve, will there be a discount online for us guys that can't make it to the conference?
I can give a discount, through Monster Rod holders, but I can't speak for everybody else. If there's a lot of other vendors in there that may give you a coupon code. I have to check with everybody. That's a good question.
That is a great idea too. Steve, what fishing line do you use?
Monster braid.
Can you elaborate on that?
I was my own line last year.
Okay, that's a new one on me. I didn't know you had.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I got a lot of new stuff that I've been hanging back because I can't get it on my website. I've got a lady working on my website soon, and I should have everything up and running. It's charging. My website charges shipping according to how much money you spend. It's a table rate shipping, and if you buy 4 spools of line, it gets up there where it's going to be a $16 shipping charge, and a lot of guys don't want to do that, and I don't blame them.
Right.
So I'm trying to get that detail worked out so I can sell this stuff.
Good.
I got a lot of new products coming out this year.
I'm glad to see it. It's good for the sports, good for Steve. It's good for everybody. Especially, you got a lot of guys that's been buying products from you for a long time.
You see where Marty Gerloff says, yes, I lock Savannah in the closet during Catfish Weekly, but she isn't a spammer. She just doesn't have a filter. It's crazy.
Them two are a mess. Now, I ain't kidding you. Steve, there's been a lot of questions running through here, and I can't see them or remember them all. They come and go so fast. I'm sure you're aware of that. Is there ever a chance that the Catfish Conference will be held in another state besides Kentucky?
It's a possibility. We're talking some things over right now.
There's been several people ask about that, and by the time I see it, it's gone. And I can't remember who asked it, but I know it's been asked 2 or 3 times if that was the case. And I know one guy's asking about South Carolina, and somebody said something about Peoria, Illinois. But there's a lot of good places for events like that, but there'll only be one Catfish Conference. There may be others, but there's only going to be one.
Right. Well, like I say, we've entertained looking at other places. We've actually been turned down from some places because we weren't big enough or didn't have enough experience or longevity, maybe.
Right.
But that was last year. It was our second year.
Right.
So it's tough to find a venue that will support the Catfish Conference and a venue that will work with you.
And that's what we run into with our tournament. To have a place with enough parking for all the trucks and trailers, to have a place that has places for everybody to eat no matter what they want, and enough motels. And that's one thing I can say about where you're at now. There's plenty of motels, there's plenty of places to eat, but you just have to make a little bit bigger venue. But I'm so impressed with the number of vendors that showed up the last 2 years, and I know it'll be the same this year. There's people from all over coming, and they just, they set up, and it seems like everybody does really well there as far as selling their product.
Well, and then the anglers that come to visit, they're like kids in a candy store, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Their faces. And then if you watch some of the past videos, you can look out through the crowd and you see all these poles sticking up in the air. Everybody's got their rods.
Yeah, they're sitting there dancing along.
Yeah.
But that's
You'll
a great
see 200 rods sitting in the air.
That's a great thing to see all them people coming down there. And I think a lot of them are waiting to buy till they get there instead of ordering online. I think they're just waiting to go down there and pick them up.
Yeah, I think it's a ritual, man, for some of them. Maybe not a ritual, but I don't know what the word is, but yeah, they look forward to coming down there and buying from the Catfish Conference.
Well, it's a good time because people are starting to get their income tax back. So
Yeah.
that's just fishing money there.
And everybody sat around all winter and they got the itch to go fishing. So anytime they can fondle some new rods or reels or something, it's going to be a big deal. And
Right.
it's just fun. I mean, that's all you can say about it. It's a fun event, and it's going to be a blast.
Well, you get to talk to people, like-minded people, you know, and
That's right.
tell your stories and listen to their stories and find new fishing buddies. And
Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of. I mean, you know, I did a seminar last year, but I did a seminar in front of a bunch of people. But I did so many seminars the 2 days I was there, just talking to people. You know, they wanted to know, you know, how are you doing this? How is somebody doing that? And that kind of stuff. So, and that's what it's all about. Everybody, you know, there's no competition or anything about anybody. We're just there to talk and have a great time.
Yep.
Exactly. That's what it's all about.
Danny Cal says it's become and now I forgot what he said it was. Damn. I hate that.
I miss it. It's now a tradition.
Oh, a tradition, yeah. It is. It's become a tradition.
That might have been the word I was looking for, a tradition.
Yeah.
Jason Geary would like to know how many reel vendors are going to be there.
Real vendors.
I only know of about 2, and I don't know that they're really real vendors. They're going to be like Bass and Moore's going to be there with a bunch of reels.
Yeah.
And don't hold me to this, but the Warrior Cat guy, I think he said he might have a bunch of weights and reels and things.
Yep. John said he's bringing down sinkers and rods, and they've got swivel snaps and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I tell you, if a guy had a sinker business, he could rack up at the Catfish.
I think so.
Yeah,
that's one thing that has been missing over the years is sinkers.
Well,
Muddy River Catfishing. Don't mean to interrupt. I don't want to miss it. Give the guys in chat a Muddy River Catfishing rod.
Awesome.
Wow.
There you go.
There you go, Doc.
Okay, let me get on it. Let's see who's going to be the winner.
That's like $79, ain't it?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome now. All right, here, let me go down here. See what. There we go.
You've known Chris for a long time, Steve, and he's one of the truly good guys in our sport.
Yeah, Chris is he's just an easygoing country boy.
Yep, just a good guy in the sport.
He's like
give me a number from 1 to 5, Steve.
Wants to go fishing.
Yep.
Give me a number from 1 to 5, Steve.
4.
1. 2. Come on, boy, there's a bunch of people in there. 3. And 4. And the winner is Catfish Bill 66.
Awesome.
Catfish Bill 66. Get with Chris Flores from Muddy River Catfishing. You have just won a rod on Catfish Weekly, and thanks for joining us.
Chris Flores, we cannot thank you enough for donating one of your Muddy River Catfishing rods to our show for the giveaway. Much appreciated, my friend. Thank you again. Jim from Bass and More has sent me a message, and he says they will have a large supply of reels and sinkers. Whisker Seeker tackle will be sold in their booth along with B&M rods.
Wow.
Awesome.
And Jason Geary would like to know, how about a monster reel?
It's a possibility. I'm looking at it. You know, of course, I like my old Cat Max reels, and I'd like to make something on the lines of that one of these days.
That would be.
I've got the new facility. I'm gonna do a walkthrough here soon. I wish I could take my computer with me now and walk y'all through this, but we've got 10,000 square foot here.
Wow, that's a big building
that we're going to be dealing with, and we've kind of remodeled little itty bitty apartment here, so we're living on the premises.
You know,
And, we're going to just be expanding.
Cindy and I used to have an 11,000 square foot shop, so I can appreciate 10,000 square foot of how big that actually is, because we run 5 guys working out of that shop all the time. So that's a big building.
Well, let me tell you what, I got my electric bill in last month.
Yeah, I remember them days too.
$1,800.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it is.
Crazy.
I remember.
Chad Henson wants to know if you need an employee, Steve.
We're going to be looking here soon. As soon as I get lined out, we're going to be looking for a few guys.
Fishing rod, but he realized he didn't have any.
Oh.
Never mind.
Dieter said he was going to give away the Dieter Melhorn fishing rod, but he doesn't have one. He forgot. Bless your heart, Dieter. While we're on the Dieter Melhorn kick, Dieter's been doing those promotional videos for Catfish Weekly every week for the last several weeks. And Dieter, we give each other a lot of crap, but Doc, Cindy, and I, we all appreciate you doing those. It's a great thing that you do, and I can't thank you enough for the support that you give to our show. I appreciate you talking about us on your live feeds and your videos and all the help you give us. It really means a lot to us. And when you get to the conference, if you don't find us down there and sit down with us, we're going to be really disappointed.
Oh, we'll go find him.
Yeah, we'll just have to chase you down. That's just. Well, it's a couple of us will go each direction until we find you, and then we'll hold you there till the rest of us get together, and we'll get you back on Catfish Weekly.
Well, there's a lot of new guys coming to the conference this year that hasn't made it since. I think that Luke Hedges, am I saying his name right?
Luke Hedges?
Yeah, Luke Hedges. Yeah, he's coming.
Yeah, he's coming out. I seen another guy, Eddie White, maybe, flying. And there's a lot of guys flying out.
Eddie White's flying in from up north.
I think I seen that somewhere. And then, of course, Mr. Dieter Melhorn, it's going to be his first year. He's still
one of the guys, a Quentin, that's in Memphis, Tennessee, is coming up.
Nice.
He's South Outdoors or something like that. I'm subscribed to his channel.
Cool. Whisker Stick says, Cindy Stokes, let's give away a pair of Whisker Sticks to the chat. Cindy, pick a number for Doc.
3.
1.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you,
2.
Tim.
And 3. And the winner is Jerry Ishkamer. Jerry Ishkamer. Is that right? Did I say that right?
Better spell her out.
Let's see. Just had it here. Where'd it go? ISHCOMER.
Get with Tim Hardwick with Whisker Sticks LED lights, and he will get them shipped out. Thank you so much, Tim. We appreciate that. Marty Gerloff says they must be on the road. Says they're flying because Savannah's driving the truck. He must be watching it on his phone. So I guarantee you, Savannah's got a lead foot from what I hear. So 90 mile an hour. Oh boy. Northwood Angling. This stream should have 163 thumbs up. Thank you so much, boys, and we appreciate it. Luke, I understand that Jacob's coming down there also. You guys are going to have to make sure you stop in and see us. We'll have a great time.
Yeah, I heard y'all's idea about letting him do Catfish Weekly for about an hour and let y'all go walk around. That's a good idea.
I think it is because we don't get to see too much. You take a break, and of course, I've got to go outside. I got business to take care of out there. Everybody knows my dirty habit, but by the time you walk back in, it's time to start over again, and there's people waiting to see you and people to shake your hand, and then we want to get as many people on the show as wants to be on there, and we've got a bunch of that we're going to try to do this year. So, it is what it is. But we want to try to see a lot more of the event, and that's what Doc and I was talking about earlier. Maybe coming over to Steve's, to your booth and try to do a segment out of there, and then maybe go to Offshore Tackle or whoever else is there that'd be interested in it. But you will have to get a hold of us, because there is a time amount. And if we're going to sit down and do a show from a spot and then go see Steve or go see Offshore Tackle and them guys, there's a limited amount of time that we have to do it. So if anybody that's interested in that, please let us know, and we'll try to make as much of it happen as we possibly can. But 2 days sounds like a long time, but when you're in there doing 30 to 45 minute shots at a time, it goes by pretty quick.
Yeah.
And if it's like it always has been on Saturday, you just about jockeying for positions to get through them aisles, because it's always really, really busy.
Yeah, it's a madhouse Saturday morning about 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we're going to be sitting on the corner where all the rods are, so it's going to be crazy there.
It'll be busy. Captain's meeting for a tournament at the conference. I didn't know there was a tournament at the conference.
Nah, it's news to me.
Maybe they suggest.
Kenneth McWhirter says, "Go ahead and run outside. We can do live karaoke while you're gone."
Oh man. What was that? I missed Luke's deal.
Said, "Wait till I'm walking around live harassing folks. Can't wait."
Oh, it'll be a blast.
Well, we're looking forward to the conference. We're going to have a blast. I know we're going to have a
Luke
blast.
guy, he's just a fun guy to watch.
He is a blast. You got to meet him if you haven't met him. He's a ton of fun. He really is a ton of fun. I know Randall is in from Fishing for Freedom Quincy, and I understand they're going to have a booth down there. If you guys get a chance, please stop in there and visit with Randall and people. That is a great event to take out our military personnel, past, present, in a day of fishing on the Mississippi River or Mark Twain Lake. It's a lot of fun. You can fish for crappie, you can fish for bass, you can fish for catfish. These people are so happy to get in a boat with you. It's very important that we get more boats, because every year we have more warriors that want to fish than we have boats to take them. So if you get a chance, stop by and see Randall. Fishing for Freedom Quincy, they're going to have a booth at the Catfish Conference, and it's something that we all ought to consider being a part of. We go every year.
Cody Morgan wants to know, Steve, anyone have a preference on what monster rod holders to use on a Grizzly Tractor 2072 with a Vanatrack system?
Oh, I mean, the style of rod holders just depends on how you fish. My favorite one's the 3345. And if it's got a track system on it, we more than likely have a base to fit that track system.
Outdoors. Yeah, it does. It goes really fast. It's hard to keep up with all of them.
Yeah. So
it is.
Okay. Hey, I'll tell you what, before we wrap this up, let's spin the wheel one more time. Steve,
really?
give me a number, Steve.
Carl was asking if Steve ever thought about a conference in conjunction with a major tournament and have a captain's meeting at the conference. I didn't understand what he was asking.
Yeah, we're running that. We're running that scenario right now. We've had him since the very beginning. But it's just that time of year is not the best time to be. Like, last year, you couldn't have got on the Ohio River for nothing. I mean, it was 30 foot above pool, raging.
It was bad.
Yeah, and it's just no matter if we take it somewhere else, it's a possibility we can do that. But February is not the best month to have a tournament that's going to attract a crowd. I like his idea.
Yeah. Can you please put up a link for that? Sonny, are you asking for a link to the Catfish Conference?
Y'all was going to give away.
We are going to give away. Who wants to pick a number?
2.
1. That makes it easy, Doc. I appreciate that. 2. And the winner is Jeremy Logsdon, Logsdon.
Jerry.
And you win the first prize from Catfish Clothing. Jeremy, if you will contact Catfish Clothing, tell them you won a spin on the RigRap prize wheel. They will hook you up with your shirt, or I believe it was T-shirts they was going to give away. I haven't someplace, but contact them, Matthew, and they will hook you up with your prize. Thanks for watching the show, and thanks for playing the RigRap prize wheel game.
And that's a new sponsor on the wheel, too.
That is a brand new sponsor as of last week. He was on exactly 1 week before he got tagged, and we appreciate all the new sponsors that we're getting on here. It means so much, and we have lost a couple, and we lost a good one today, and I'm very sad about that. But it is what it is, and things happen, and there'll be more on that at a later date. I'm not going to dwell on that, but we lost a good sponsor today. Nothing to do with us. It just they're pulling out of the sport, and I really, really hate to do that. Carl says, thank you for that information, Steve.
Yeah, thanks so much, Steve. Good information tonight was shared with everybody.
Yep, I don't see anything new. Do you, Doc?
No, sir, I don't.
You don't see nothing new? Steve, thank you. I know you don't feel good. You've been busier than all get out working on your new building, and for you to take time to sit in here with us and answer all these questions with the way you feel, it means a lot to us. And I know all the people that watch the show are thrilled that you would take the time out to join the show so they could ask you these questions. It's just an awesome thing that you do.
Will he have bank fraud holders, Steve?
Well, I appreciate it. I apologize for the coughing and gagging, Marco.
Are you going to have some bank fraud holders down there?
I'm going to have a few. Like
Okay.
I say, my time is really limited because I'm moving production tomorrow.
Right.
And, like I say, I'm going to be working late nights, and it'll be 2 days before I'm up and running again. And plus, I still got to maintain my normal orders.
I understand. Kenny, what size shirt was that you wanted to make sure that we get one put away? Kenny McClure wants to get one, get us to sign a shirt from him. He's going to go around getting a bunch of the people that's involved with this to sign the shirt, his Catfish Weekly shirt. So we want to make sure that we get him a shirt because we are limited to how many is left in inventory.
I think there's balls there, right?
XL, I think is what he said.
XL?
I believe so.
I think we're good with that. If it's a single X, just an XL, I think we're good. But I'll let me know for sure, Kenny, and we'll get you one put up because we have some triple X left, and I think some larges left, but we're getting thin on the XLs and the 2Xs. So we got a lot of 3Xs, yeah. So you big boys, come on down. Whoa!
He's a medium.
You're ready to eat them up. Wow.
Awesome. That's awesome. Well, thanks again, Steve, for helping us out with this. And I hope we get to spend some time with you down at the conference. And I hope we get to in there with your booth before you sell everything this year.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I appreciate it, guys. And everybody come to the Catfish Conference, have some fun, and we're looking forward to seeing everybody.
Yeah, they can find out everything they know or need to know if they go to the Catfish Conference Facebook webpage. Is that correct?
Yeah, Facebook page, or they can go to catfishconference.com.
There you
or
go.
the little fella from Whisker Sticks. He's been a good help this year.
Oh,
Yeah,
Tim Hardwick.
Tim Hardwick.
Tim has been really good help. So he lots of information. He's on a lot of times, and he's on times when other guys are not. So it makes it really good for him to get information out. And he's doing a great job.
Well, we appreciate all them guys that are kind of spreading the word as well. It's just come on out and have some fun, everybody.
That's right. It's going to be a blast.
Yep. All right, Lyle, Doc, appreciate you, and we'll see you down there, man.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Thanks, Steve.
Take care.
All right.
See you.
And
Get
Doc,
well, buddy. Get well.
man, it's great of Steve to come on here. He spends his time with us whenever we ask him to, and he doesn't have to do that. And I know a lot of people appreciate it. He does a great job for us. And guess what, Doc?
What's
I
that?
have tournament results from Central Texas Catfishing Trail on Cedar Creek Lake. They had 28 teams fish through the dense fog, followed by 20-degree temperature drop and 20-mile-an-hour north winds. First place went to Tracy Ziegler and David Williams with 152.99 pounds. They also had big fish of 50.01 pounds. Second place went to Bo and Chris Richardson with 114.01 pounds. And third place went to Michael Houston and Vess Cooks with 92.61 pounds. The next tournament will be on Lake Belton March 3rd. There's some pretty good weights.
Yeah.
Pretty good weights. I also would not like to announce Real Deal Catfishing will have their first tournament Saturday the 17th is the kickoff. It will be at Craigs Creek in Warsaw, Kentucky, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. So there's the results I have. How about a Doc's tip of the week?
All right, we'll do that. Well, at some point in time, no matter how many years you're a boater, you got one of these transducers on the back of your boat, you're going to bust it.
Yep.
It's going to get broke, and it usually breaks right around in this area right here. And when you do that, you're looking at what, a couple $100 with some of the bigger ones that they've got. Well, the doctor has a tip that can keep you from buying a new one and repair this one. Now, yeah, see, I know I got everybody going, oh, how you doing that? Anytime you can save money, all right? So let's say that this transducer, this arm is snapped off. What you want to do is you want to take and you want to make a groove on both sides where the break is. And you can take some ordinary super glue and put it there to temporarily hold it together. Now I'm going to do a demonstration here and show you my little technique. So let's say, can you see that all right, Lyle?
I can.
All right. So this is your broken transducer. All this is PVC pipe. It's made out of the same stuff. So we've got this PVC pipe right here. And you just take a bottle of super glue, any kind of super glue, doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be a name brand. And if I can get the lid off, there we go. And you put your super glue on here, just like so. If I can get it to come out. I might know live television and it's not working. All right. I know I'm going to end up with this stuff all over me before it's over.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah. So we're taking the super glue. Oh, yuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're putting it on there just like that. Okay.
Got a paper towel, buddy.
Yeah. And so you go to put it together, and will it hold or will it not hold? That's the problem. But let me show you something. We're going to put this super glue and we're going to put it right on the outside of this joint. Now that would be grooved. And then we're going to take this ordinary Arm & Hammer baking soda and we're going to sprinkle it right on top of that joint, right there where that is. And we are going to put that in there. And this is the joint that was just broken. You saw what I did. And look at this. Now, that joint is now solid. And you put this a little bit of that super glue around that joint. And what you've done is you've created a weld, a fillet weld on your transducer. And before I knock this bottle over and Lynn shoots me for spilling super glue all over her table.
Wow.
And now there it is. That is it's not gonna break. It is locked in solid. And you have now repaired a $200 transducer on the back of your boat.
What a great tip. Where are you gonna see a tip like that anywhere besides Doc's Tip of the Week on Catfish Weekly?
And there you have it. That's Doc's tip for the week on Catfish Weekly.
Man, that's an outstanding tip. I can't imagine. You know, I broke several of them, throwed them away.
Yep.
On account of that. So that is a outstanding tip. Thank you so much, Doc.
Yeah. And you can sand that thing down, and I mean, you know, you can just keep building it up and building it up. And that's the reason you groove it. That way it's got some place for it to build up.
Absolutely.
So what a little simple trick that really works real well.
That's a great tip. I got to get back up here. We had some guys jump in here. First annual Texas Slam Tournament, April 14th, 2018. All-American Catfish Tournament at Call Point will be Sunday the 18th. I got that a couple times. Anybody that's needing information for the Central Texas Catfish Trail can contact Jerry Dillard on Facebook. Tara Height, the time for the Real Deal tournament has been changed to 8 till 4. So an update on that information. What if your dog chews the wiring into? You got to fix for that one. I got Dave. I've been through that with my puppy and my 360 unit twice. So,
oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I was smoking hot. I wasn't sure getting another dog was the right thing after the first time. The second time, I was pretty sure I made a mistake. But she's still here, and the unit works. So get your solder gun out. You can pick them. If you don't, you got to send the whole unit in, pay shipping both directions, and a minimum is like $350 to get them repaired. So you want to fix them if you can. I did fix mine. It just so happened that the part she chewed up twice was the power cords and not the other. So it was very repairable. Yeah, you're right, 777 Outdoors. His fingers will all be stuck together for days.
Chris Baldwin just posted, Getting Hooked Tournament Trail, Lake Thunderbird, Oklahoma this Saturday.
Awesome. Now, Doc, we want to mention we can't go out and look for all the tournaments and all the results. We are happy to tell everybody about upcoming tournaments. We're happy to tell about the results, but please send them to us.
Catfish Weekly.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, send them to us at Catfish Weekly. You can message them to us. You can email them to us, either Doc or myself. But we cannot go out, search the internet, and spend that much time looking for tournament results and upcoming tournaments. We're glad to help you out and promote you guys any way that we can, but we just can't do all the search around. If you want us to talk about them, we'll be happy to do it, but make sure you get them into us in time. I've got one other thing tonight, Doc.
Okay.
The Catfish Weekly National Championship's coming up in May. This was a great event that we had planned for a long time. It escalated into a major thing very quickly. We had no idea that it would take off like it is. I have been in talks with Daniel Parsons and Jody Harrison, and they are coming up to be weighmaster and help run the tournament for this year. And after this year, the people that run Winter Blues on Wheeler will be running that tournament. So we're very pleased with the way they do things. They're done professionally. They want to do it. They want to make it bigger and better. And I want to fish them. So that works out really well for both of us. We will be doing a show with Jody and Daniel at the Catfish Conference, and we'll go over all the specifics and get everything done. So next year, this tournament, the Catfish Weekly National Championship, will be run by Jody Harrison and Daniel Parsons, and they will do an outstanding job. They done a bang up job with Winter Blues ever since the first inception of Winter Blues, and I see nothing less than great things to come of this. And guess who gets to fish it next year if he qualifies? That's right, this old man. You got it.
Okay. Look at the Ozarks.
Swan Diver Outdoors. I've got something for you guys to try.
Okay. Where we at?
See you at the club.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Night, Mary Ellen.
Mary Ellen. Here we go. Listen, Doc, 132 people still in here. We're going on over an hour and a half with this show. Again, I'd like to thank Steve Douglas for joining us. Great tip tonight, Doc. Cindy?
Thank you guys for giving us a thumbs up. 121 thumbs up and no thumbs down. Yeah, appreciate it.
That's awesome. Cindy, thanks for doing such a great job spinning the wheel and keeping up with the chat.
Thank you.
That's all right.
Sounds great.
Absolutely. Doc, I'll be talking to you this week.
Yes, sir.
Everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you joining us tonight. Looking forward. Who we got on the show next week, Lyle?
Let me have my calendar.
Oh, I thought yard.
No, well, not really. It just was out of reach.
Oh.
Next week, the Mud Bums.
The Mud Bums. All right.
I'm not sure how many of them. I anticipate it being all of them. But
you're going to have a packed out. Oh, they'll do it. They'll do it on mobile, won't they?
They'll probably all that, or they'll be down at the Mud Bum Supply Shack and do it out of there. They have the equipment to do it there.
That's right.
So it'll be a blast. There's some great guests, very intelligent guys, and the most conservation-minded people that you ever want to meet. So I think that does it for us tonight. For Doc Lang and Cindy, I'm Lyle Stokes, and thanks for watching Catfish Weekly. We'll see you next Monday night right here.
Thanks, everybody.